Hang with me, people. Hang with me. We have two more things to talk about. Brand behaviors and your digital presence. First, brand behaviors. Now that we have the mind, the heart, the body of this all defined, the voice defined, now it's time to think strategically about where we show up and why, and how we show up and why. You get to choose now as a company which sort of parties you show up to, which sort of things you engage in, which things you choose not to engage in, how you choose to spend your money and your time and your energy. Do we as a brand show up to the local bar and act belligerent to get people's attention? Do we go to a regional trade show to demonstrate our products? Do we try to speak at a local conference, or do we engage in our Chamber of Commerce to work with local entrepreneurs? Do we have a strong presence on Instagram or on YouTube and we upload videos regularly there for our ideal customers? Do we spend an hour every day on LinkedIn commenting on people's posts and trying to interact with them there? Do we host concerts or events or networking events on our property or at our location to try to bring people together? This is really where the rubber meets the road for your brand. Now, it's out there, it's living, it's breathing, it's moving, it's interacting with your ideal customers in all sorts of interesting ways, all sorts of touch points. This is where we begin actively brand managing and experimenting and course correcting along the way, paying attention to these things along the way to see what sort of benefits are coming from all of these investments of time and energy and where we show up in the world. Here's a very pragmatic question for those of you that have been waiting for it. How can I show up in a consistent way for my ideal customer? How can I show up in a surprising way for my ideal customer? Write these ideas down, price them out, gauge their feasibility, and then actually schedule a few. Go do the thing. Go show up and test some of this in real time. You can test it, then you can assess, you can recalculate. Above all, make the scene. This is a phrase that my grandfather used to use. You can't build a brand if you're unwilling to show up and interact with people. People can't find you and fall in love with you if you're hiding from them. You can't expect that they're gonna come hunting for you and find your LinkedIn post or find you your website. This doesn't mean that you have to be a social butterfly or wired in some extroverted way, but it does mean that you have to figure out where your ideal customer is hanging out, where are they spending their time, either on the internet or in physical, literal places, and show up in consistent but interesting ways. Catch their attention and then stay top of mind for them in creative ways, in various ways, all without becoming annoying and forcing them to break up with you. This is high school romance 101, which leads us to a topic that undoubtedly has been on your mind: digital presence.